your whole life is going to be music. So, we just kind of they stuck it in our heads, this is what you're going to do and this is what you're going to listen to, I guess. And they had a lot of comedy shows on, too, back in those days. Gee, I wonder where I got some of that from. And some of them are really awful comedy shows. Some are pretty good. One is really stupid was Laugh-In, okay? The only person I ever liked to laugh in was Dan Martin and Rowan, what was their, oh my gosh. Rowan and Dan, or something. Dan and Martin, Rowan, something. I forgot their name. And Goldie Hawn was on there, and she used to crack me up. And she was like the best one. Well, Joanne, let's see, Worldly, Burley, what the heck was her name? Oh my gosh, I've forgotten all these people's names. See how old I am? I forget everything. I forget my own name sometimes. No, I'm just kidding. But probably in the near future, it looks like I'm heading that way. I forget everything about everything all the time, so I don't know. Hopefully I'm not going to get Alzheimer's disease because I think I'm heading there. And I read a lot. I'm hoping that's going to help me from getting Alzheimer's disease. My gosh, I don't know what I could do to stop it in its tracks before it gets too far advanced, because I think the way I forget things, it's ridiculous. I mean, maybe it's just normal for my age. I don't know. It just kind of freaks me out sometimes. So, yeah, I got to do some digging about that, do some research, and maybe there's something I could do to prevent it. I don't want it. Gosh, I would hate to forget everything my whole life, that would suck, I mean, somebody would put me in some stupid old folks home and I sit there and rot, no thanks, I don't really want that either. I'd actually rather stay in a house, in a house. I don't want to go to any old folks home. So please, children, my children, please, if it's up to you someday what to do with me, don't put me in an old folks home, whatever you do. Don't put me there. I really don't want to go there, really. That's the least, I'd rather be put in a log cabin in the middle of nowhere than be put in an old folks home, you know what I mean? I want some freedom, and I don't want, ew, I'm drawing an eyeball. Ew, gross. Why am I doing that? I don't know. Because I do that, I think everybody does that, little doodles while they're talking, Especially when you're talking on your phones to your friends and you're there and you're doodling, and after you get out the phone call, you look at what you were doodling and you're going, what the heck was I trying? You kind of confuse yourself. What was I drawing? But yeah, here goes my brain. It's all over the place now. I can't seem to keep it on one spot. Oh my gosh. I only have one more show after this. Maybe I'll finish it up tonight, because then after this I'm going to be paying for my shows. So then I should make my shows even better, because I'm going to be paying for it, right? I better be making it better. I'm going to set up a new microphone, and I got a new headset to go with that. And I don't know what this new system, the new setup's going to be. If I'm going to get if I'm going to be able to get make phone calls or have callers call in. I don't know if I'm going to get a chat room or not. It depends, I guess, on how much you want to pay. Maybe, I don't know. There's so many different plans, and of course, I'm going to pick the cheapest plan because I'm cheap right now, okay? Until somebody's sending me a paycheck in the mail, I'm going to be as cheap as I can be, because I'm not getting the paycheck for this stuff, okay? This is freebies. These are freebie shows for you guys. Remember that. I've been doing this stuff for over a year, for free, okay? And I still haven't gotten a paycheck. Not that I'm looking for a paycheck so much. I really do this for everybody, out of my heart. And, just to, I don't know. I like to make everybody laugh. I like to make everybody smile. I like everybody to be happy. I know there's so many things in life that can make you so down and out and unhappy. And man, to sit there and dwell on that and think about stuff like that all day long, yeah, that can make anybody crazy. And, I'm getting, a lot of my friends are starting to kind of wake up to where I'm at. And they're kind of surprising me and shocking me, actually. Because they were pretty serious people when I first met them, but hanging around me for a while, I got them all goofy now. Now they're all goofy. And it's kind of funny because I'm really loving it, I'm loving listening to them. And they're acting like silly and stuff. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so cool, So, I mean, because like I said, if you don't chill out and mellow out a little bit, it's going to get on your nerves so bad that it's going to mess you up and make you sick, And the key thing to be healthy and healthy in the mind, spirit, body, and everything else is to keep yourself, healthy, is just to keep a good attitude. I mean, that's number one right there. And then everything else falls into place, like good eating habits and vitamins and exercise and sunshine and, friends, family, and love and spirit and the Lord and laughter and even dancing if you feel like dancing, just have some fun in your life. Life is really short. It could end like tomorrow. You could end, you could walk off a sidewalk and get hit by a car because you didn't look, I mean, there's so many stupid things that people do. They don't even realize, like people getting in their car and texting while they're driving. Hello? I don't think so. I mean, one time I picked up my cell phone to call out a number while I was driving, and I was actually going on an on-ramp, but this on-ramp made a big curve, and it was going downhill, and I almost went off the off-ramp, and that was the last day I ever used my cell phone while driving in a car. If I have to use my cell phone, I will pull over and use it that way, but I will never, ever talk on my cell phone ever again when I'm driving, because my mind does not go, it just doesn't understand that, And oh my gosh, one time I was praying, when I was driving. I was praying and I thought, I could pray when I'm driving. I pray everywhere else anyway, it doesn't matter, right? I thought, I'll pray. I'll just say a short little prayer when I'm driving. And then I was praying, and then all of a sudden I realized I was like right behind a car. I almost hit him because I was probably going, who knows, 70 maybe? This car was probably going like 50. And there's probably full of old people, right? Because they're always going slow on the freeway. And I almost hit him. And because I didn't even see him because I was praying. My mind was in prayer so deeply that I didn't even see the car in front of me. I mean, to the very last minute, I almost hit him. And so I swerved. And when I swerved, swerved into the other lane. I didn't swerve so hard that I was going to flip my car over, because I know about that. You can't swerve too hard because you will flip your car over. So I swerved anyway a little bit and I ended up in the next lane, and then I almost hit the center divider. So I had to swerve again, and when I swerved again, that stupid car was still right next to me. It was right next to me. And I almost hit the doors, the side doors of their car, driver's side, their driver's side, with my passenger side. When I almost hit their car, again, almost hit it, and again, I had to swerve again, and I just got the hell out of there. I was like, I can't get away from this car. It's like a magnet. It's trying to kill me. I don't know what's going on, but it really freaked me out, and I mean, that was a day I won't ever forget. And I was like, 3 times, but I'm glad I was still in the middle of prayer. So maybe because I was in the middle of prayer, maybe that's why nothing happened. I don't know. That was a very odd situation. So I always get myself in odd situations like this, like, because, I mean, everything I do is a just disaster. You know, I'm surprised I'm still alive, really, because I just do so many stupid things, you know, like falling off sidewalks and hitting my head and on the cement. You know, I do that. I've done that so many times I can't even count. You know, just crazy stuff, and I'm still here, and I don't know why. I'm trying to figure that one out. And then just, you know, so I don't know, but just, you don't always, you know, sometimes your luck is going to run out. One day your luck's going to run out, and you're going to go, oh, crap, you know, and then it's going to be too late, and you're going to go, oops, you know, and it's going to be big oops, you know, and, you know, so I try to be careful, but for some reason, I just can't. It's like I got a ghost behind me just pushing me all the time, pushing me downstairs, pushing me in the car, pushing me everywhere. I mean, the strangest stuff could happen to you, and I would like to hear other people's stories of the strange things that they've been through. Someday soon, I might be able to do that if I get callers in. I get callers that call in with their strange stories, so I bet we're going to get some doozies, too. I mean, and I think mine are bad. There's probably a lot stranger ones out there. I'd like to hear that stuff. My other previous shows, we never talked about this stuff. I was always talking about the New World Order, or politics, or health and nutrition. You know, this stuff is just kind of, it's good. It's necessary to know this stuff, but it really bores me. You know, it's just not my line of stuff. But I kind of got into it, and then I could get out of it, but then I didn't want to get out of it because I like the people that they're there. But I'd like to be me, and this is who I am right here. This is me. This is the real me. And on the other shows, yeah. Okay, but you know, today I was on the other network, and I had a really good time with Red Pill. Me and him get along pretty good, and we had a really good, funny show today. And if you guys want to check it out, it's the Red Pill show. It was on at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time on freedomizer.com. And go check it out over there. You can hear us goofing off, talking about all kinds of weird stuff over there today, too. And Red Pill's a pretty cool guy. He's been in Spreaker a bunch of times. And so we kind of go back and forth. We go by Spreaker to Freedomizer and back and forth, back and forth. So, but this is my show. You know, this is mine. I can do whatever I want, talk about whatever I want, do blah, blah, blah. I know, this is boring. So anyway, gee, I don't have enough time. Maybe I have enough time. I know what I'm going to do. If this thing doesn't go off the air, I'm just going to use my other 30 minutes without cutting it off, if I can do that. Because I've seen it go past 30 minutes before. So, I'll tell you what. I'll start a song and we'll see if it cuts off or not, okay? If it doesn't cut off in about 3 minutes, then we know we're still here. Okay. I hope I'll be right back. We'll try it. If I'm not, I'll come back again. Okay.